Hi guys, I'm really excited to be bringing this lesson to you today. Here's how to play Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry, and we're just covering the intro to the song in this lesson. And I have to say, you know, Johnny Be Good has to be the first song that I can remember hearing that made me want to pick up a guitar. Granted, it was on Back to the Future while watching Marty McFly when I was about 6 years old, and I thought, you know, you played guitar by jumping up and down on an amplifier or something. But absolutely classic song. I never thought I'd be able to play this personally back in the day, and then it was years later that I did learn how to play it myself. We're covering it original to the record, so you may wish to kind of check back to this lesson. You might not get it all in one go, but don't worry too much about that, because I'll be honest, I've never seen Chuck Berry play exactly like the record anytime since then. He does kind of play the gist of it, gets the intro and then plays the gist of it. So don't be too critical on yourself if you can't nail the finer points, but definitely want to check out, and if you can nail it, then fantastic. And please subscribe to this new channel of mine for lead guitar lessons. There's not many uploads at the moment, but we've just started this channel, so we're gonna be creating loads more content for you guys. And let's get you in for a close-up without further ado. So the key of the original record is in B flat major. You want to see the riff or the shape of the riff as a kind of a hybrid between a B major bar chord, at least the top 3 or 4 fingers of, and your B flat minor pentatonic, which is your standard minor pentatonic scale at 6th fret. The first note of which we start off, it's a 2-fret slide from 5 to 7. So the dots on my guitar, 3, 5, 7. And that's the end of my guitar there. Middle finger slide. First finger to third finger. This creates a little triangle shape, which is very much the home of this riff. This happens a few times in the riff. And after those first 3 notes, so 1, 2, 3, there's a flat first finger at 5th fret, which you pick and then immediately slide straight over to 6th fret. And then we pick 6th fret, the thinnest 2 strings of, twice more. So there's 3 notes, 1, 2, 3, and those 3 notes cycle 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. To recap, so you can see my picking hand as well, slide. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we have a run down, a series of notes. As I say, we're adding some notes to our minor pentatonic here. We've already played this first one. We go down 3rd finger at 9th fret, middle finger at 8, 1st finger at 6, 6 again on the 3rd string, middle finger at 7th fret, and then 3rd finger at 8. So the run down, 1, 2, 3, and then kind of a little walk back up before finishing at the lower octave, this 8th fret, which is your B flat notes. So those notes one more time. Stringing the whole thing together as a demonstration first of all. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So slides, then a sequence of notes. After this, you want to move your middle finger above where your third finger is, and we play this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so after, let's play this note twice. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So after we've done this intro, our rundown, and then after this bit, we do the intro kind of thing again, but go back to your first finger on the same string, and then go to this totally new position, 5th fret with your middle finger, first finger then at 3rd fret, and then 3rd finger at 5th fret on the lower D string, so 4th string. So that's where it very much moves position, and that's a tricky move. So we want to get everything else sorted before we get that move down. This is all the core section we need. From the very top, the 2 fret slide, walking up 2 notes, that little triangle shape here, and then a pattern of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then our rundown. Third finger, middle finger, so 9th fret, 8th fret, 6th fret on the B string, move up to the 3rd string, first finger still, middle finger to 3rd finger on the string below, so now 4th string, and then middle finger goes above that, and you can see this is a couple of notes from your power chord. It's the B power chord. And add slides there kind of to taste, but I like to just do 1, 2, 1, 2. How many of those is there in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a whole bar of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, as I say, there's this part that kind of repeats the intro perfectly for the first 3 notes. 4th note added. And then the move down, 5th fret on the 3rd string, 3rd fret 3rd string, 4th fret on the 4th string. So all that strung together should, as one last demonstration of this part before we move on to the next section. Slide down is very tricky, as are these when you're not used to them. Pick and slide straight away. Really pinching between my thumb and first finger there. Okay, the next section, the what I nicknamed the Chuck Berry duck walk lick. This. Is where we have a flat first finger on the thinnest 2 strings, again at 6th fret. The 2 dots are 3 and 5. 3rd finger is bending the 3rd string at 8th fret up a 2 fret bend. So it bends up, and then we have to mute. So we bend up quite quickly, and then play your first finger here, which is the same note that we bend up to. So if I do this, it sounds the same. That bend up is very tricky, and if you're very new at this, what I absolutely advise you to do is get thinner strings on your guitar. Your guitar probably has gauge 10 strings, which means the thinnest number or the thinnest thickness of the string is 10. So you want to get 9s or 8s on this if this is tricky to you, because it does make it an awful lot better. So we want pick and bend to the first finger, and we want to mute after the bend. Mute, pick, pick again. And then on the last 3, we're going to hit the flat first finger as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the last 2, we're going to hit the flat first finger instead of just this one on its own. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's on the last 2. And they all have the same rhythm apart from that last one's just a little bit delayed. Good. So one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the last 2. That happens twice, so as a quick demo. And if you accidentally hit your flat first finger all the time, or don't hit it at all, it's nothing to worry about. It doesn't change the riff too much. The important thing is that rhythm. Bam, ba-dum, 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 bam. And that's something that does take a great deal of listening to the record to and a great deal of feel. I'm very much muting this with my picking hands when it gets up, and we don't want to hear that note come down. So we hear it go all the way up, but we don't hear it. If it sounds like this, it really ruins the sound of the riff. So we want to hear it go up and then stop. And that really makes that section of the riff. And then after that section, we have a very similar to rundown to the start of the riff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of going down a Dorian mode. And then we add an extra note, again from your Dorian. And remember, this will be on the tab as well, so this is like the final section of this intro. The first section, there's the duck walk section, and then there's this final section, okay? So this final section starts with a rundown of 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it has a rundown of a longer section of notes. Ending on a little hammer on there. So 3rd finger 8th fret, thinnest E string. 1st finger 6th fret. 3rd finger on the B string at 9th fret. Middle finger 8th fret. 1st finger 6th fret. 3rd finger also at 8th fret but on the 3rd string. 1st finger 3rd string hammered on. And then we play kind of like a B flat bar chord, but you'd only have a flat 1st finger and the thinnest 2 strings, and then middle finger where it would be on your bar chord, and move your 3rd finger down 1 where it would be on that bar chord. So you're just playing a B flat chord on the thinnest 4 strings, and you want to, it's kind of called sweep picking, but you just do a little strum of each of those strings. And then we run down a similar set of notes again. So after this, we run down the same 2, 3, 4 as the start of the 3rd section. So just to recap where all this happens. After the Chuck Berry duck walk section, notice how this walk down was the same walk down as started this 3rd section is the point. So after this last walk down, which is where we're up to, we do this again twice, and then 3rd finger 8th fret on the 3rd string, 1st finger again on the 3rd string, and then 3rd finger to finish, 8th fret on the D string, and I had a little slide down. That 3rd section dead slow in its entirety. After the duck walk, we have tricky part of this section is certainly finding this A arpeggio and then trying to get to the end of the riff. So you may wish to do the start of that rundown different to the original, using your little finger when you're doing this faster. So thanks for checking out how to play Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry. Absolute classic song. As I say, if you don't get it on the first attempt, just bookmark this and come back to it, and then keep making that incremental progress to get it a little bit closer to the original kind of each time.